Where my girls at? Where my girls at?
Keep on watching while we keep locked in.
Where my girls at?
You love the flow, it's the lady show.
Where my girls at? Yeah. Where my girls This is the Lady Guru Show.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? You are now watching and listening to the Lady Guru Show. What's going on, Gurus?
What's up?
up, everybody?
Yeah, we are coming in hot.
You are now tuned into K100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
DC Young Fly has broken his silence following the death of his partner, Wildin' Out star Miss Jackie O. Quote, "We thank everyone for their well wishes and ask for privacy during this difficult time," end quote. The MTV Wildin' Out star died in Miami, where she had reportedly traveled to undergo a mommy makeover surgery, according to a since deleted social media post. Her cause of death is not yet known. She was found unresponsive on the evening of May 31st, according to a Miami Police Department incident report obtained by The Times. Police were dispatched, and she was transported to a local hospital. Despite resuscitation efforts, she was pronounced dead shortly before midnight. The case is under investigations. Gurus, what are your thoughts?
The person I could think of that started this whole trend was Buffy the Body. That's the only person. I think she was real. So I don't know what happened, because she was the one who started this nice body thing. Like she was curvy up top and on the bottom. She was a beautiful chocolate woman. You know, everybody had her in her their videos and stuff like that. But it's like ever since ever since then, that's when I start seeing the whole fad of getting their bodies done, and now the new trend of BBL, because that was
the video vixen era. Like,
yeah,
hip hop started changing into a sexual scene.
yes,
They wanted more naked women.
yes.
Then the natural women with the voluptuous bodies were being
Right.
more, sought after. So women started to get the surgeries to look like that. First it was titties and boobs, and now it's your ass. It's really the media and how much they push it out on these women, because you want to fit in, you want to be liked by the rich men, so you try to get the image that these women that they're going after, and sad to say, these women are dying. Like,
People are dying, and you know what? I don't even know if that's a red flag for people. Like, people have been dying from we've been hearing these surgery stories.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Dying.
Year after year, and they're still going. So
Still taking a risk.
yeah.
Remember the girl that went to Mexico just to get a BBL?
I was just about to say that. She just died not even too long ago before.
Yep.
And so I don't know. It kind of puts into perspective, like,
There's no fear.
yeah, and not only that, we're talking about minority women, talking
Yep.
about Black Hispanic women
Yep.
who are, already in hospitals. Black women are dying at an extreme rate compared to white women during childbirth.
Oh yes.
So now we have a situation where, we have our women going to get these surgeries
and not
and
making
then and let's be clear, before we even we don't know that this surgery actually caused, they're not saying it yet,
right,
that this surgery caused her death, but it also brings the topic up, as is to say, we are doing all of this for the word pretty.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. If you
Yeah, I
want
mean,
to,
why she was getting mom
And then so let's dig deeper into that. Why Why is that?
She's
Like,
getting a mommy makeover too, and that too, I feel like for women having kids and losing their bodies, that's a very big thing. Like
It
you're
is.
someone that you're not anymore. And I personally don't have kids, and I think about that shit all the time. Like I'm losing my whole entire body. Like I'm not gonna have the same body anymore. And
yeah.
she don't have one kid. She had 3 kids, and then she had 2 kids back to back. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, you lose your boobs, your stomach, your vagina, everything. So it's like, I can't be mad at a woman for wanting that back.
I think men need to come into this and start speaking up and being more positive in this situation. Is it because I feel like we're doing a lot of this for the men, right? And because this is what they like, this is what they want to see, or this is how we're putting ourselves further at the top for this competition, right? When it comes to getting a certain type of man or whatever.
But
Now,
isn't it a competition with other women too?
That's where I think it's coming from. It's more so of a personal thing as well as a female thing. I don't think they're really doing it for, not, let me not say, some of them are doing it for the men. And oh, let me get this bag, this trip, and this, that. But I feel like though, when women do their bodies, they're not doing it for a man. They're doing it for themselves, as they said, because you start losing your titties, you start losing yourself a little bit. So you want to feel a little bit secure within yourself.
Or to be
But
famous.
a lot of the times it's women looking at other women.
That's what I'm saying. Your value. I feel like women are taught that, you lose your value after you have kids. You lose your value after you turn 25. You lose your value after you're 30. Certain men aren't going to want you when you're this old and this, that, and the third. So women want to stay pretty and stay young. You get what I'm saying? Especially when you have these 16-year-olds looking like grown women at 16 going to prom and dresses you ain't even never put on. You get what I'm saying? You got to keep up with women that are 10 years younger than you now, because the men you supposed to be dating them.
So, but you keep saying men, you keep adding men into it, and Debbie, you just said we're doing it also because for ourselves. That's something that's said a lot, right? We do things, we're doing this for ourselves because this is what we want to do. But ultimately, at the end of the day, right? Is that really what it is? Just for ourselves?
Because I'm gonna give you a prime example. Don't mean to cut you off, but I'm gonna give you a prime example. Like, let's say for me, I don't got the area here. When I put on a dress, I feel self-conscious. When I put on even this, I feel self-conscious because it's not protruding. It's not giving what I would want to look like.
Why do you want to look like that though?
Because I feel like I got a little boy chest.
Okay, and if you do feel like you got a little boy chest, why is there a problem with that? Because that's how some women are naturally built.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Naturally how some women are built. So why is that a problem?
It's a problem for me because I want to look a certain way when I put on my dresses. If I'm wearing a tube top dress, I got a 6-year-old boy chest in the top, but I got a 30-year-old body in the back. I don't like it. It doesn't look
because of who though? Because of the women are looking at you, or because the men are looking at you?
No, because of me and my personal thoughts.
But where did that come from? You know what I'm saying?
That came from my titties never growing. You know what I mean? Like, them
I just feel
ever
like
grew, bro.
Women are supposed to have voluptuous titties, quote unquote. So I can agree with what you're saying, because I feel like I have the same problem. Like certain outfits just don't look right.
It ain't gonna look right.
I'm sure.
This is to the culture. This is to the culture, right? This is
but everybody has different shapes. Everybody, and that's what makes our women so beautiful. And that's the fact that, look, with those BBL shapes, if they were to turn around and you couldn't see their face, they all look the same.
Yeah, I don't want that. So,
but I'm trying to get to like the root of the insecurity and where it comes from, right? We all have insecurities, but where do they come from, and why is this a thing when this is how we're born?
Because in the commercials,
You're supposed to be perfect.
It's something. It is. Like she said, it's in the world. It's highlighted as sexuality, or
You're supposed to be perfect. You're supposed to have a
right.
flat stomach.
You're supposed to look a certain way, but like in my mind,
titties. Like
yeah,
if you don't have that, then you're not the cutest girl or whatever the case may be in society. So I really feel like that's what it comes from in society. And like she said, you also have your own insecurities. So you want to enhance those insecurities because your titties are small and men don't like small titties. So whatever the case may be, like it's just a normal insecurity. Like, whether it's being tall, short, bald, having nappy hair, you know what I mean? It's just an insecurity. And if you could change it, you're gonna try to change it.
Exactly.
So, but my whole point though really is our communities, are we putting too much emphasis on the word pretty? Like, in other words, pretty and that's it. Pretty and that's it.
Yeah, it's always gonna be.
I don't even think
way.
it's pretty. I think it's sex.
It is.
And I feel like social media plays a big role in
the
that
rappers
as well.
rap about it, and then us people, we want to sing about it, and we got a bad B and this, that, and that. So it's more so of what they're hearing, what they're internalizing, what you want to, put into play, what you're attracted to, because some of these guys don't like that BBL.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
Some of them guys be like, ew, what is that? That's you look crazy. Like, oh, girl.
They ain't got nothing to do with nothing, because at the end of the day, some dudes, and I feel high quality dudes are have more depth to them, and they want a woman that has more depth to them than just a physical appearance. You gotta have more. Why are we not investing in our mind and our spirit?
Because it's easier to get a rich white man or a rich man, period, to pay for us and do what we want to do. Life
is hard, right? I guess. I mean, like, we're on this physical plane, so I guess we gotta survive out here. So I get it, but
a rich man just don't want sex and that's it. After he hit 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, but you gotta look bad though. You can't be looking crazy.
Oh yeah, you gotta look a certain.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta look the part now.
You get a few things, and then it's on to the next one that look like that.
Yeah, but
like,
guess what? She don't give it. She just got a Chanel purse. Who does she care?
Okay. And if that's what you like, then that's what you like. But that's where you're gonna stay at. So that's what you're gonna keep.
They don't care. Baby. They don't care. Clearly they don't be caring, honey. Why you think you got all of these women out here like what's her name? Selena Powell. What the fuck is her name? Girl.
Yep.
Yeah, you feel me? Like that's how you got people like her. She's just gonna jump to the next.
She out here exposing men, exposing them full face, front camera, not even trying to hide it, and men still.
They got wives, they got girlfriends, they got baby mamas.
It don't got nothing to do with her butt. It don't got nothing to do with her titties. It's because she's promiscuous and she's willing to do whatever they want her to do, and that's what at the end of the day a man wants.
I swear to God, my flow be like a 101. Nice life, lady, waiting on the day to come. Oh yeah, go we back at it. Yo, blinds, fucking with different coke habits. The young in them out in the field, popping them tablets. They eat the pain, counting up this cabbage. Living for the status, gangster, hustler. I'm smooth, one time for the players. I know one day gon' play us, so the plan still get money and never change up. Whether broke or rich, we gon' remain us. That's the motto. I know for sipping pain out the bottle. I seen a bigger picture. I'm trying to write me a script, smoking herb in the birds. I'm trying to find me a lift. It ain't your Uber. I go way over the medulla and travel like scanning rumors and shooting like parachuters. They ready, baby. Theme music got me on my this year. Yeah, let's make this clear. Yo, it's VI, double LA. Hit my cellar. If you need a verse that can shake the culture, the end of this quick they hate, cause they hate they love us. I'm a bad you mad you got fat while we starve but couldn't have yo, they upset. Well, I'm in my bag I swear to God, my flow be like a 101. Knife life, litty, waiting on the day to come. Oh yeah, we back at it. Yo, blind, I'm going with his big coke habits. It feel like 99, but 92 I'm established. Praying for the day I live lavish. Until I'm getting at it. Theme music, Village G, buddy 3 times, Strong Island on the scene. I'm a what?
it's about the approach, and it will always be about the approach. No matter how you look at it, it will always be about the approach. Whether it's going to be a first time meet, whether when you first meet somebody, that's about the approach as well, because you're going to take away from whatever you met from that person the first time you meet them. And you have to remember, coming from a society where we were always shunned away from everything, we can't get nothing, we can't do nothing, we already got our guards up. So when you come and talk about some what's up, don't talk to me like that. You talk to me like your regular self. Hey, how are ya? Hey. And that's how I'm gonna reply to you, like regular.
Yeah, so let's talk about so Blake, let me ask you a question then. What, like, is sex like the most important thing to a man in comparison to all else when it comes to women?
Well, let me say this. It's a complicated type of thing, because look, I know dudes right now who may have gotten a girl that they thought was bad, and they ain't with them no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like in other words, sex is somewhat like men could have what they want at home, but the sex looking at another woman is like fantasy. It's like, and that's what it is.
And that's exactly what it is. They see these big booties and these big titties, and they think about their porno dream, and then they go after those women, and they fulfill those dreams. And that's why you have these women continuously botching their bodies and doing what they're doing, because those women are looking like that and getting their bills paid, while you have the normal body women who got to go to work 24 hours out the week. So that
it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all want a man?
I know women who don't even work no more. Like,
do y'all want a man?
That's a whole thing, girl.
Do y'all want a man who thinks about sex all the time and ain't nothing else?
No, that's what you got to offer.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's not the kind of man that you want to marry. That ain't the type of man that you want as your backbone. That ain't the type of man that you want going into the wilderness with you.
But here's the thing, especially in younger ages in this younger generation, that's not what is the thought. The thought is like being popular, getting by, just having fun and floating and flowing through life and not having to do too much and just enjoying everything. And there's no character anymore. There's no grind anymore. Okay. There's no grind. They just people just want things easy. And in some situations, that's an easy route. That's an easy route, because that's, how men think. So you could pull a few guys that have some money, like, all right, so I don't really have to do too much now. Right? It's a
and then sometimes you have to understand too, these men be turning women into these type of women as well. Once you show a woman this type of lifestyle, she's not going back to no with no car and no crib and no sack for her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I know men that literally be like, I'm gonna get every woman I with done or titties done because that's what I want my woman to look like, or whatever the case may be. Like this one guy I had on my Facebook, he said he's gonna get his woman's vaginas done because he like the labias to be small. You know how they be cutting the little labias off? And there's women who are gonna accept that and say, okay, you're paying my bills, I'm gonna get my labia cut off. You get what I'm saying? And once if they break up, she's not dealing with another man that's not paying her bills, getting her gifts and cars, and probably getting her titties done now.
But what reality are we living in? Like, how realistic is that? Like, come on. Like, are we dumb? Like, how realistic is that? How long is that gonna last? How much are you gonna put up with? How much are you willing to put up with? Because you're gonna put up with some. First of all, in that situation, if you stay in that situation, so what are you willing to risk? Like, how much of your soul are you willing to sell?
They're not thinking about it in the heat of the moment. They moving with the flow.
Right, moving with the flow. So this is new, right? This is semi-new. What's gonna be in another 30 years? Where y'all gonna be at? Where everybody gonna be at? They got the BBL and that been relying on these men giving them money to maintain themselves. what's gonna happen? It's a trend. Recognize the trend. Get back to reality. You know, get into yourself. Okay.
Get into your bag.
Get into your bag.
They is.
Get in your bag.
Yeah, they is, girl. What you talking about?
Really sick out here.
They get right to the bag.
But what I'm saying, okay, and that's another thing. What is the definition of prostitution?
Nowadays,
I feel like if you exchange money for sex.
Or what if it ain't money? What if it's things?
same difference.
That's still. All right. So all these hoes is prostitutes, is what you're saying, huh?
I'm not saying that.
I feel like if you exchange a bag for sex, that's prostitution. But if you're consistently a man and he's buying you, I wouldn't consider that prostitution, because that's not like
That's your boo thing.
That's not an exchange, like a one-way exchange. That's you consistently dealing with the man and he's doing things for you. You get what I'm saying? But if it's only I pull up, I brought a bag, here's your bag, that's prostitution. You get what I'm saying? But like if that's the case, dating period is prostitution.
Right. If there's no other exchange. Because there's a lot of women that look at it like this. If you are sexually active and you're having sex with men that are, you know, like you're not having these long lasting relationships with, and you're just having sex or whatever. Some women look at it like, if I'm gonna be out here effing or whatever, then I might as well get something for it. Right. And that's a mentality. That's a mentality. That's a mentality that is, you know, very active in society.
Long time saying want meet me. Fly him out, put him on PG. Money on me, never decrease. Bread on me, phone and big cheese. He greedy, headshot, put him on TV. Yeah. Block get spun like C. Not afraid to get my finger a little greasy. And never let a dip fly me, see. Not for Canada, but open up a TD. Too hype when they eat a G-Weed. Bitcoin, but I spend like VC. Too stank when I go for them to see me. Just think, can I go for them to be me? In the bank, hand up your phone, beanies. Yeah. All of my print 3D. Selling money better go for reach me. Yeah, you what you need a deep treat. Taking me no need it. Yeah, me tell her take it easy. Yeah, the formula me sell you. Take me for fool already. One thing me know me we full our belly. Long time saying want meet me. Fly him out, put him on PG. Money on me never decrease. Bread on me make a phone big cheese. He greedy, headshot, put him on TV. Yeah. Block get spun like CD. Long time saying want meet me. Fly him out, put him on PG. Money on me, never decrease. Bread on me, make a phone, big cheese. On TV. Know you got that shit, but you ain't gon' have this shit. But you want me, cause I'm running around in traffic. Did I bring enough cash? Did you shake enough ass for tipping? I don't even need to ask permission. Let me do a little mad decision. Day's edition. Long time saying one yam some. One give me Jimmy no condom. Pull up on me so handsome. It be like leaves like ransom. Skin like beats like bantam. Skin around me not random. Skin around me not mandong. Keep my face boy drop down. Long time saying want meet me. Summer fly him up, put him on jet. Touchdown, I'ma put him on deck. Yes, I apply for the visa blade. I'ma try to bring your visa back. I'm swimming in money. Why up with I lead the cash? Yeah, long time saying want meet me. Fly him out, put him on PG. Money on me, never decrease. Bread on me, make a phone, big cheese. He greedy, headshot, put him on TV. Yeah. Block get spun like CD.
NBA basketball player Zion Williamson's announcement that he'll be a father. However, it turned into an online drama. Honey, the mother of Williamson's child, Akima, is under scrutiny from fans after her alleged shady past. Yikes. Adult star Mariah Mills also got involved in several shocking claims. Mills went off on Twitter, angry at Williamson for suddenly getting into a random thought, quote unquote, pregnant when they were seeing each other. She even claimed that she helped the New Orleans Pelicans star get into shape while also warning him about trapping type hoes. But hold on, gurus. A third woman, child, what? Has come forward and said, I'll never give you a threesome or never had a OnlyFans or was on Pornhub, so I guess I was all play. I probably never had a chance, you nasty ass sex addict. What is happening here, guys? Gurus, what's going on?
That's some regular NBA player stuff.
This is what we talking about.
Amen. Now, see, you see? The fantasy.
Bodies.
The fantasy.
And the fantasies of these men want to deal with them, and he dealing with 3 of them. He decided $1 million contract, and this is the woman he decides to deal with. Like,
I would say that this is just another hamster wheel. It's just just another rotating door. Another person.
You're mad at women for following suit. This is the woman that they want, and he's gonna continue to mess with the same type of women.
It's gonna be something else. I'm sure of it.
I'm sure. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, definitely.
NBA, especially NBA players, like
especially NBA, they're disgusting.
They full blown. A lot, most of them.
We're waiting at the hotel.
Like on some full blown slut stuff.
Yeah, like football players, basketball players.
This is how you spending your money, fam?
Yeah.
This is what you doing? This is what you out here doing. You're gonna spend all that bread.
Especially, I would say an NBA player. I think it. You guys know that I coach basketball. Like I'm a little into it, but especially there's certain types of athletes, right? Some of them were raised very well by their parents, and they actually have like morals and values. It takes a lot of discipline to get to the NBA. A lot of discipline. So it could go either way. Some of them still have like that discipline when it comes to their morals and values and how they came up. And some of them just dedicated everything to basketball, and maybe they didn't get a lot of pom-pom, and this is new to them or whatever, and they just going crazy. They going crazy.
That's exactly what it is.
Everything is new.
They're young,
new money, new holes,
young with millions of dollars.
Everything.
So
imagine being 20 with $1 million.
He got into a few situations, which that happens in regular life without being an NBA player. He just got put out there by these women. Like that's regular. That's regular. I don't know.
You got sprung out there.
Maybe I would feel some type of way if it was like 15 or something like that. But it's 3. Okay, you doing all right, sir. It's okay, but I don't know.
I think we got to do better.
Stop getting people pregnant.
I don't know. This is 3. That's regular. That's regular. Do that all the time. Like
you can afford it.
In regular life, in the hood, be in the projects for 3.
Seriously though, it really be regular.
In the project. So I mean, that ain't got nothing to do with his money status. It's just a way of life. Like this is the cycle with men and women. I don't know.
Okay. All right, everybody. In case you've been busy or you just don't know what the hell's been going on, this is the Lady Guru Show news for you. All right. Taylor Swift fans have been left furious after Elon Musk mocked the songstress looks, comparing her to movie character Napoleon Dynamite in drag live. And yet another bizarre social media rant. In the since deleted post, the Twitter CEO 51 shared a snap of the Bad Blood songstress 33 next to actor Jon Heder in 2004 comedy with his ginger perm and thick glasses. writing, I am a Taylor Swift fan, of course, but how do we know for sure they're different people? That's weird. Alongside the photos, it read, when you realize Taylor Swift is actually Napoleon Dynamite in drag.
Yo, Taylor Swift does not look like Napoleon
At
Dynamite.
all.
in
Like,
drag.
it was in thick glasses.
That's
Like, what are you
just
talking
dumb.
about?
I don't even know.
This guy is
Elon Musk,
51
you're
years old.
making yourself. You are such you are a genius, Elon Musk. So why are you stooping yourself to even make comments like this? Like, that to me is.
He needs to stay at his age.
Just like when he smoked weed on
Oh, he did?
on what the heck is the podcast? The podcast. What's the podcast? The famous podcast guy that used to do the show. I'm catching the blank right now.
Yeah, because I'm
But
like.
anyway, he was on the podcast, famous podcast, and he smoked a little weed, and there was people calling him like, "What are you doing, man?" So you got people around you that like are trying to keep you in line with like what you're supposed to be. Just stick to the script, stick to what you're supposed to be doing. Don't be out here in the entertainment. Be your genius self. Do what you're doing, and just leave it. Like what?
Exactly. Like you
got too much going on to be
sir.
worried about a Taylor Swift. Like, come on now.
Yeah, and plus she's on Twitter, and look how many fans she got. Why not connect with her and be like, yo,
like you lost
let's
some
collab.
respect now. Now you done lost some respect. That's like, I don't know.
All right. Please go sit down. In other news, Little Mo comes for Farrah Abrams after comments about Tristan Thompson and Zion Williams. In a post on IG referring to Tristan Thompson and Zion Williamson, Farrah Abrams says she wishes she can open up a consulting firm for dumb F's athletes. Now, Little Mo responds to Farrah Abrams with, "It's always the ones with the wig, there you go, and a whole biscuit look like an artificial intelligence firm face calling someone names. We not doing this. Stay out of them people business and check on the non-movement of your mouth for I tell the ancestors to pull up." That yeah.
Oh, man.
I wish her. It got pretty yeah.
Yeah,
that's weird though. Lil Mo must have like a personal relationship with these guys or something. I don't know. Like, why would she chime in on
it was just
Farrah
something
Abrams?
to call out. I feel like it was just something to call out, honestly. Yeah,
that's weird.
Yeah. And in other news, Blueface accused of stealing woman's phone after Christian Rock beat her up. Oh wow. Is she pregnant? Like what? Oh boy, the details behind the recent charges against Blueface and his pregnant girlfriend Christian Rock have been revealed. On Friday, June the 9th, TMZ reported that the police in Las Vegas believed that the couple was involved in a fight with a woman at the Palms Casino on Memorial Day weekend. On May 29th, the unidentified woman approached Rock and told her how much of a fan she was. She said she loved Rock and congratulated her on her pregnancy, but didn't feel the same about Blueface. She allegedly said, "F him." The negative comment caused Rock to deck the woman on the left side of her face. Ooh, child. After Rock took a swipe at the woman, Blueface allegedly grabbed the woman's phone and said, "This is mine now." After she managed to take the phone back, another man from their group punched her. Blueface eventually joined in on the melee by kicking her in the face and chest. Once security arrived, the couple and their crew dipped out in a Dodge Charger. Blueface was arrested and charged with felony in connection to the alleged robbery. He was at a courthouse in Las Vegas to deal with a separate case when he was apprehended. He's currently facing attempted murder charges following a shooting at a strip club last year. The rapper made bail and was released from jail not long after he was arrested. Rock was nowhere to be seen after he was freed, but the mother of his other children, Jade and Alexis, was there to pick him up. Neither Christian nor Blueface have commented on the case.
Foolery.
That's wild.
Can we stop talking about them, please? Like at this point, like it's nothing gonna change. They're always gonna go back and forth with one another. It's always gonna be a fight. She's always gonna beat people up for him. He's always gonna diss her, and she's always gonna go back to him next.
The new Bobby and Whitney.
Yeah, it's like, bro, can we just like, okay, we know. We talk about them, we should be like, okay, that's expected. Okay, next. Because there's nothing ever gonna change until the child gets here, unless they not.
But you know why we gotta keep talking about it? Because it's so many people out here that think that's like okay and that's cool and that's entertainment and hee ha. Like I kind of chuckled in my heart a little bit just now because it's just ridiculous.
It is.
That's ridiculous.
In other news, Khalees and Bill Murray sparks dating rumors. Ooh. Khalees and Bill Murray are reportedly a couple. Child. According to a report, the U.S. Sun published on Thursday, June the 8th, the milkshake singer and the revered actor, 72, are dating. The UK outlet said Murray has been spotted at a couple of recent shows Khalees performed at in London. Last weekend, the Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania actor, enjoyed the singer's set and Mighty Hoopla festival from the side of the stage. The two were also spotted hanging out backstage, even posed for a cozy photo together. Sources also say that they were seen at the same hotel and have been getting close since they first met in the U.S. So, well,
that's different.
Yeah, this has been the in case you've been busy or you just don't know what the hell is going on, the Lady Guru Show news for you, and we'll be right back after these messages.
It's Miss Darcy Davis, and you are watching and listening to the Lady Guru Show.
Black up, I want the money like Tata. These niggas is not on my roster. We don't mix like Henny and vodka. I be allergic to fun this shit. Don't worry about who I be running with. I got the runners, I'm running this shit. 40 caliber, my shit just gunning this shit.
I'm going off, pop on my shit like a gun. Niggas they scared but I'm run. Say you wanna be my man, then you gotta bring it with you when you come. I'm on top of the tier. Niggas just liking it, I'm steady stacking the bread. What I said, taking the spot to the top.
Nigga, you standing you dead. Big shot up, we shoot at you with the chopper. We don't be talking that blah blah. Got on strain of that Zaza. We about to turn the whole city up. Get to the bag in the belly truck. Still keep the 9 milli tough. Diamonds hitting and we lit it up.
I post love, I get it the most. This ain't OG, I'm smoking your hoe. I'm singing savage, I'm dropping the boat. Got what you thought, cause you already know. I'm going up, I'm going all the way up. I'm going all the way up. I'm going up, I'm going all the way up. I'm going all the way up.
I'm going up. I'm going all the way up. 100 bands back in the cut. You just gonna go suck. Got your man looking stuck. Told him get rid of that mutt. Come on and fuck the gangster. Show you the gangsters what real made us. Take it off. Still a pretty bitch. Authentic, no mask, no makeup.
Got in the running a Tesla. I take a nap on the way cause I'm extra. Skip her, talk heavy on pressure. She gon' do what I say if I tell him. I'm going up, I'm going all the way up. I'm going all the way up. I'm going up, I'm going all the way up. I'm going all the way up.
Danileigh arrested for hit and run DUI crash. Police arrested Daniel Cariel, I think that's how you say it, also known as the singer Danileigh, in the early hours of Tuesday, May 30th, following a hit and run incident involving a vehicle and a scooter. The arrest took place at the 1100 block of Washington Avenue. According to the arrest report, officers were dispatched to the scene at around 12:53 a.m. after receiving a report of an accident. A witness stated that she observed a gray Mercedes-Benz G550 bearing Florida license plate, whatever, I ain't gonna give away her business, traveling at a high rate of speed and weaving through traffic. The vehicle collided with a mocked scooter and continued driving without stopping. The mock remained stuck to the front of the Mercedes-Benz for approximately a block. Multiple people tried to get the driver's attention to inform her about the scooter being dragged, but the driver did not stop. She called 911 while continuing to follow the gray Mercedes-Benz. Another witness corroborated the account, stating that he witnessed the vehicle striking the moped and continued northbound on Washington Avenue without slowing down. He maintained visual contact with the vehicle throughout and flagged down the officer O. Perez at the 1400 block of Washington Avenue, informing him of the hit and the run. Officer Perez initiated a traffic stop at the intersection of 14th Street and Washington Ave, but the driver initially refused to comply. After honking multiple times, the driver eventually pulled over at the 1600 block of Washington Avenue. Officer Perez detected a strong odor of alcohol emanating from the vehicle upon approach. The driver, identified as Danielle L. Curell, I think I said that right, through her Florida driver's license, failed to provide proof of insurance when requested by Officer Perez. The officer noticed that the passenger, identified as Miss Story, appeared heavily intoxicated. Observing sluggish motor skills in the driver, Officer Perez instructed both Curell, there was two of them. So, gurus, what do you think about Danileigh basically being wild for the night?
She's way too much.
Yeah.
Regular.
Yeah.
She was in Miami.
She was. It sounds like it. No, she was in Washington.
In Washington.
She was in DC.
You know, she's been going through some stuff for like the last couple of years. Like, so, I mean, she's an artist. She's been in entertainment. She had a wild relationship with the baby. Had a little baby with the baby, and that was wild. She been going through some stuff. She probably be drinking and stuff, and you know. She probably I'm pretty sure this wasn't the first time she was drinking and driving. And this is the first time that she just got caught.
Yeah.
That witness did the police job. That witness ran down the car, called the police.
For real.
Dragged down the car.
Okay.
If the witness did all of that, she probably would have got away with it.
She would have, but they wasn't with that. No, ma'am.
That witness was playing Officer PT Cruiser because he was not playing. Like,
not a PT Cruiser. I cannot. She said a PT. I hate them hearse cars.
That's what her baby daddy looked like.
Oh my God.
That's what they be calling.
That's rough, God. Man. Like people don't talk about how those things could really hurt your endorsements.
Well, she should be more, due diligent.
Yeah. Is that what we're worried about, though?
It's drivers, girl. Ain't you got money?
No, not necessarily. These artists don't necessarily have money unless they're doing shows. They're booked for shows all the time. Like,
leave your car, have your sister, your friend, somebody come get it. Call an Uber.
Her career is at that like standstill moment where it's like make or break, and I feel like this isn't good for her career. If she was a little bit bigger, I'd be like, all right, whatever. We don't give a about that. But people already don't like her and already started to feel some type of way about her because of everything that's been going on for the last 2 years. So for you to do this, it's gonna hurt her pockets. Like, I'm sorry. Like, people are getting dropped for saying things. So for you to have a DUI charge, you hit somebody on a drag them, and you didn't even have no remorse about it.
Right.
You haven't released no statements. Nothing. Like I really feel like she needs to really evaluate herself.
Because she don't, first of all, releasing statements and all of that. Like, we ain't giving ourselves up. We ain't putting ourselves out there like we did it yet. You know what I'm saying? And so we get proven that we did it. So that's one thing. But like, at the end of the day, like, there's still people. We are all still human beings. Like, we're still all human beings. So, like,
and also too, to Darcy's point, being an artist is difficult. I mean, a lot of it has to do with presenting a image of something that perhaps you're not. Let's be real.
Yep.
And
gotta present that.
And
absolutely.
And so, like, a lot of times, like artists, there's a thing where people live beyond their means.
Yep.
And we just saw an article, not to put her out there because I love her. Nicki Minaj, there's a jeweler who is after her because she damaged some rented jewelry.
Oh, wow.
And so this type of thing, living like this is very, very difficult. And as a community, sometime in this entertainment thing, a lot of people don't understand how difficult and how much of that person that they give to order to be somebody that maybe they ain't.
I think that runs all across the board when it comes to like just being a quote unquote successful person. Like not everybody understands what it takes to get there, period. Yeah. Like you could be in entertainment, you could be a doctor, you could be a lawyer. Nobody, unless they've been through certain things or experience what you experience, understands like how much work and hard work and effort you put into what you where you've come to and the success that you've come to. And at the end of the day, still we are all human beings. So I don't know, I give people, I would like for people to give people grace.
And we're very harsh. Our entertainment and our community, we're very harsh. We're very, oh nah, you ain't, nah, sit down. Like, it's very, very difficult. Yeah. Because think about it. These people are selling music.
And you know what? With music, I feel like a lot of people are getting by with just what you just said. Because they're on that rah-rah and it's rah-rah and people are like gravitating towards that more than the hard work that people actually put in and like to get to where they are. It's more about like what's trending at the moment, what's popular at the moment. People have no idea what it takes to actually be successful and stay successful.
You can wake up overnight and be successful nowadays. And, it's so much easier. So like you said, I feel like people don't really understand how to stay successful and be successful, because a lot of those people end up being successful for that 1 year, 2 years, and then they can't come up with another skit or another, viral topic to keep them afloat. And they back doing regular things like regular people. Like the entertainment industry is a very dog-eat-dog world. And even with like a lot of entertainers, you'll see that they don't even entertain no more. They got money because they made the right investments, but they don't really make money from entertainment or do too many songs. Like Rihanna, for example, she probably annoyed of being an artist because it comes with so much. She, got a whole clothing line and makeup that all she got to do is make a call and she made $1 million. You know what I mean? So,
speaking of dog eat dog, what? Kim Kardashian is trending after fans noticed she was rocking a shirt of Kendall Jenner, surrounded by 5 of her ex-boyfriends in the NBA. What?
I think the got a lot of audacity. You started off Ray J. Why do people ignore that? Now you're going to torture your sister like she got mad. She got it from you. Yo, Reggie Bush...
Her t-shirt would be crazy
her t-shirt would be crazy.
Her t-shirt would be
now,
crazy.
I'm just all fun and games with her sister because, listen, your starting 5 consists of athletes and entertainers. First of all, we got the head coach, Ray J. We got Reggie Bush. Then she married that basketball player wasn't. Then she found out he wasn't and curved that. Then she started with another athlete. Then she got with Kanye and had kids. Got into an argument with Kanye. Rushed with Pete Davidson. Your lineup is wild too. You got a lot of nerve, man. At least Kendall.
She's global.
Yeah, there you go.
She's global.
Yeah, she's very global. But don't act like your sister ain't see you do this first.
That's all like, you do.
I feel like
wear her shirt. Where her shirt at?
I watch the Kardashians, and they're the type of people that make fun of all of the jokes that are about them. They're not people that cry about, oh my God, they said I'm a hoe. Oh my God, they said I look stupid in this outfit. Right. They're going to laugh about it and joke about it as a family. So I'm pretty sure Kendall knew she had that shirt. Kendall probably bought it for all her sisters.
They probably made them, child.
She probably made them. She probably bought them for all her sisters. You get what I'm saying?
Let's talk about this.
Exactly.
It is a way to grab the headlines again.
But you know what though? Like, but the
Exactly.
thing is,
Every
all right,
time.
so 5 NBA players that she's dated, like, I mean, out here in real life, like, women is dating and dating and dating and dating, you know? So, like, I don't even know what the big deal is. Like, all right, and you dating an NBA player. Okay, what's the big deal? She's up here on the money scale, on the status scale. So who's she supposed to be dating? She's young. When you're young, I feel like date, figure out what you like, blah, blah, whatever. Like, what's I don't even know what the big deal is. I really don't.
Yeah.
5 NBA players, okay, and
women can't have multiple men that they know about, or you had to have sex with all of them, and if you have, you're a hoe. So that's what the big deal is. You know what I mean? Like, even going back to like Lori Harvey, she's dated XYZ amount of men, been with them for XYZ amount of time, and she's considered a big hoe because knows her worth and ends a relationship when she feels like it's not right for her anymore.
Okay. I feel like, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? But like at a certain age, when you're younger and you're out there in the dating world and you're still figuring things out. Now, I do also feel like this is an American thing, but in America, you're out there, you're dating, you're figuring things out, things happen. You find out that you don't like certain things and you move on to something else that maybe you do like. She's the young. No, Kylie's the youngest. She's the second youngest. So I feel like she's still figuring stuff. Like,
she's like 27.
In the real world, do way worse. Okay, for way less. So why are we making a big deal about this? This is like actually like normal.
Well, because Kim Kardashian was wearing the shirt. Like,
Kendall,
I could see, huh?
No, I was saying it's Kendall and Kim.
Like, I could see if, and not only was she wearing the shirt, but she chose to wear the shirt in a TikTok with her daughter.
Yeah, because that's how she gonna gain that traction. They gotta call in the attention again. They starting to lose traction now. They need something.
What is the daughter gonna think when she sees it?
She ain't gonna care. That's her aunt.
Okay.
Everybody got a whole auntie, a drunk uncle, and that's your family. That's your family.
Let's talk about real life.
And they rich.
Let's talk about real life. Like what
they
we
rich.
actually. You just said everybody got that auntie or that drunk uncle or whatever. Like,
this is real life. Like, everybody has that. That's not abnormal. I feel like because their life is so heightened and recorded, that you get into that judgmental mode where you're like, oh my gosh, she's been with so many men. But if you look at yourself or your friend probably been with more men this 1 year than Kylie or Kendall been in the last 5. And they can't do that because of what people will say. So they gotta pick and choose on how many men they really want to deal with. It's probably more men that they want to deal with and the face front, but they can't because they're gonna be judged. We don't really see that. You might go on a date with this man, that man, that man. You might not even have sex, but you still went on dates, and that's the same thing Kylie's doing or Kendall's doing, and it looks crazy to us because she's being recorded. So on t-shirts.
Joe Budden calls out DJ Envy over real estate scandal. DJ Envy worked with real estate investor Cesar Pina to present educational seminars covering the business. However, apparent clients of Pina have accused him of scamming them out of millions of dollars. However, DJ Envy publicly denies the claims. Years ago, Joe Budden warned DJ Envy that his real estate proposal sounded like a scam. Gurus, this topic opens up a chance to talk about how important it is to create a pathway for accumulating wealth while young using real estate. What do you think?
This is a funny topic because I definitely heard this before, but I heard he had like a business partner that he was dealing with. And his business partner was basically the one that was running everything, and that's why he's involved in everything right now. It's like it's DJ Envy, but it's not actually DJ Envy that was scamming people,
You know
which
how
is
that
sad
goes.
to say because it is still his business, so he has to take the fall for it. But when you deal with people as business partners and you don't really see watching what they're doing because they bringing in money, you deal with things like this. Somebody always trying to scam or cut corners. So you really gotta watch who you work with and deal with.
You know what this highlights, my vet? This highlights just what we were just talking about before. I'm not saying that I'm not gonna call it a scam because we really don't know. I know this is, but I will say that there is a certain percentage of business that is a facade. Like for example, if you go into the store and you pay for some whatever you go pay for some hamburger, whatever, you're being charged a lot more than what they actually paid for it the first time. And so probably if you knew how much, and what I'm saying is that our communities do have to understand that business has certain attachments to it. It is sometimes rare when you just get pure business. What happens when we look at these commercials? We look at these commercials and they are running business through our minds 24/7.
I think at the end of the day, what you're saying, when it comes to that, a lot of it boils down to what that business owner wants to make and what those people that are in positions in that business want to make, because that's where a lot of it goes. You have your overhead, the things that you have to pay for, and then you have whatever else that you put your price on top of. Okay, and that's what people go into business for, to make money. So as far as a scam, nowadays I feel like people are their own worst enemy because they don't do enough research. They just go along with what people are saying. And it's not necessarily a scam. It's something that you just believed and got yourself and jumped into, and you just gave up your bread and you didn't really do your research. A lot of these things that they call a scam are actually not scams. Actually, what they are things that you can actually invest in and you actually can make money in, but it takes a whole lot more than what you initially what they put it off as. But that's all sales. That's when you go to a car dealership. That's when you go to anywhere. It's sales. That's what sales is. Okay, they make it seem like you can do this and everything is okay, and then you get into it and it's like, oh, I really can't do this, and now you
I'm not that interested in it anymore.
Because it's way harder than what they made it seem like. But they did give you the gist of what it was, though. So I don't know if I would really call it a scam. I understand what goes on there. Like I do. So I don't know.
All right, gurus. In the words of our friend Jerry Springer, Debbie, you got final thoughts?
Listen, final thoughts is, ladies, be careful with them BBLs. What else? Don't get scammed out here. If you get you an old, make sure you be investing in you and you gonna get a business or something out of it. This person, okay? Words for the wise. Words for the wise.
Diana, what's your final thoughts?
Facts. My final thoughts is the same thing. Like, make sure if you're gonna be getting any work done, you making sure it's paying off and you investing in something that's not just stacking up fat and going back to regular. Definitely watch your investments, especially with business and who you're working with, because you might end up with nothing or ended up looking like a scammer, and we don't want that. So,
Darcy.
My final thoughts are, get into whatever it is that your goal is that you're trying to do, which should be first and foremost, yourself. Okay, get into yourself, get into your mind, get into your spirit, and all of that. Put those things first, and then navigate from there. So like getting your bag, staying.
Right.
I just died. That means it's time to go.
All right, everybody, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. And the dog says so too. So everybody check it out. This is the Lady Guru Show. And we are out of here.
Later, y'all.
Bye.